I want to tell you ladies something, and this is kind of hard. This is a slippery slope. Be careful with overprotection of your children. And I know that sounds crazy. Like, how can you overprotect your child? Let me explain. Sometimes your children will want you to be single on purpose so that way they can use you. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes your children, like, let's say you're a single mom, right? Sometimes your children would rather you not be with anybody because women, first, are not typically the best authoritative figures. And second of all, a lot of women, a big mistake I see a lot of females make is y'all be friends with your kids instead of being a parent. And when you decide to be a friend to your child instead of a parent, they get comfortable. And the last thing they want is for you to date somebody, some man come into their house, and now that friendship, that comfortability is over, and now they have an authoritative figure they need to answer to. So sometimes your children will sabotage and try to jeopardize good men for you in order to keep you single so that they can have you to themselves, so that way they can get away with things that they wouldn't get away with had they be somebody there to check them, if that makes sense. So let's say fighting at school, skipping school, doing drugs, having sex at a very young age, inviting people over at your house. There's no law and order, and a lot of younger kids can typically get away with stuff like that, sneaking out, no curfew, things like that, because there's no structure. And, especially teenagers, they want to keep their mom single because mom is going to want to try to, keep the peace. So they just going to let everything fly. A lot of things fly. But if there's some type of male there that's not going for it, that's going to destroy the whole plan. And the plan is basically to let them run amok and guilt trip you into feeling bad for trying to give them discipline.